Hi Aries, I'm Anisha. You can write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. You can also visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com, and this is your monthly forecast for February 2016. Aries, it's quite a momentous month for you. In fact, I think February is going to be one of the most important months for you in 2016. We are beginning this month with an Aquarian energy which is asking you to shoot from the hip. Now, this trend has begun from you for the last 6 to 7 months in 2015, and it carries on till about the first quarter of 2016, wherein there is a need not to conform. And everything about the Aquarian energy is asking you to listen to your heart. It is asking you to do what your gut is asking you to do. Aries, you have had now Uranus that has been there in your house of self, that speaks about you, yourself, your dreams, your desires, what it is that you want out of life. And Uranus, of course, is a wild boy of astrology, and he's been causing a lot of chaos for you. So it can be that for a lot of you, there could be a sense of deep restlessness. There can be a sense of not wanting to conform. There can be a sense of maybe some of you are going to be giving up stable careers which you have been, maybe you've been doing a 9 to 5 job for the last say 20 years, and you just do something really unpredictable, and which is something that is not really you. Uranus also being there in your own house tends to take away the fear. So it can be that for a lot of you, finally you will get down to following your passion. A lot of caution is required during this time, because with the Uranian energy, we tend to do things which can be extremely risky, and post effects of it normally are something that can get quite challenging. We also have Mars, that is your ruling planet, and that is in Scorpio, and it's ruling your house, it's transiting your house of intimacy, sex and joint finances. And this particular aspect also has been trending for you. In fact, it trended for you the entire 2015. A focus again on not just how you share your wealth, your resources, but how it is that you're sharing of yourself in your intimate relationships. Are you being completely transparent? How much of your own emotional self do you tend to share with your partners? Around the 8th, we have a new moon, and that is highlighting a part of your chart that speaks about networking, it speaks about making contact, it speaks about group activities. And it can also be during this time that some of you could get together with a couple of friends and you could start a new business. Some of you may just maybe leave your current place of living where you live today, and you may just go across maybe to another country, to another city, and this could be fairly unplanned, and it could be something that may not have been there on the cards, and it could just take you by surprise. Now, new moon over here is speaking about new opportunities, Aries. So for those of you who have been looking for jobs around this time, for those of you who have been looking at maybe asking for favors, or maybe making new contacts, whether it is there within your industry, or it speaks about even foreign countries, it speaks about people who are from different cultures, different backgrounds. It's a brilliant time, Aries, to be pulling favors. It's a brilliant time to be applying for work which can be absolutely different from the current industry that you are in. Around the 10th, we have a lot of focus on the house of career. That's a time wherein that a lot of not just challenging times, I think, but also it can be a time wherein that you're forced to make a decision which you're not too comfortable about. And during this time, it can be that either a decision is given out to you which you're not very comfortable about taking it, or it can also be that with Pluto and Uranus square being over there in your house of courage and reputation, it can be that something just comes out or gets unearthed which you're not too not just too comfortable dealing with, but I think it can be something, say a project has got done a couple of years back and it wasn't a great project, and during this time it can be that again something similar comes up for review, and you could just be, you may be thinking, it's done and dusted and there's nothing that needs to get revisited. On the personal front, it speaks about a reputation, Aries, and Pluto and Uranus square is not a very, in any case it's a challenging aspect, but then Pluto again tends to dig out stuff which has been rested or which you think as deep bedded, and you don't need to be sort of dealing with it anymore. But this is a time wherein that the reputation sort of, you could be under review publicly. It can be that, you're being asked questions or something that gets unearthed that could make you quite uncomfortable. Now the thing with Pluto is that Pluto is an extremely slow moving planet, and he's there over in your this particular house of relationships for the next approximately 18 years. And Pluto takes about 240 years by the time that it really does a transit, and it's one of the slowest moving planets. So it can be that for some of us, we may not experience the Pluto-Saturn transit at all, or the square at all, but for you specifically it is there, and it's there in your house of relationships. So you're going to be finding relationships as well extremely unpredictable. You can find that some of you may just realize that even if it's been a long-standing relationship, that this is not something that you want, and you will choose to opt out. On the other hand, for some of you wherein the things have been going really well and you've been thinking about deepening the relationship, this could be a time wherein that you will propose, and it's a time wherein that you would want to deepen your relationship with your partner. Around the 14th, we have Mercury and then even Venus, and that this is again aspecting your house of networking, socializing. A brilliant time again, Aries. It's this entire month has the energy of, while there is a challenge as far as your work, reputation, career, status is concerned, and on the other hand, you have this entire challenging aspect with the Uranus and Pluto conjunct, which speaks about a time wherein that things could get unearthed or things could come up for review, which could just make you, it could just put you much more in the public eye. You could just feel as if you're being put under the scanner and you're being reviewed extremely closely. Around the 20th, we have Sun, and that is there in your house of secrets. It's there in your house also of undoing. It's also a house of charity, Aries. And it's really a house, and Sun coming there, of course, we all know Sun brings its beautiful energy, it brings about a lot of cheer. But this house really is a house of retreat, it's a house of meditation. And I think after all that excitement that has been going on for you in the last quarter of 2015, and which is carrying on till about the first quarter, and this carries on for you till about end of March. This is a time wherein that you would like to retreat, you would like to sort of just get back and not be too social. So a brilliant time for those of you who are looking at meditation, for those of you who are looking at getting away for a little holiday. It's not a great time to be starting something new, especially this is around mid-month. I wouldn't advise anything from 14th to say approximately around 30th of February. Don't pick up new projects, don't say yes to new jobs. It's really a time, while it's not really a retrograde, but because the entire energy is more quieter, it's behind the scenes, the discussions are really not going to be that fruitful. So it's a time wherein that you are advised to sort of just review. It's a time to just do a lot of research. It's a time to reconnect with yourself, and also I think somewhere get some sense of a clarity as to what is it that you want for yourself and where it is that you see yourself going. Around the 22nd, we have a full moon, and this is there in your house of health, and it's there in your house of work as well. And full moon speaks about closure, and it's far more intense than the new moon. And this is a time, Aries, that you'll find that I think for some of you, you're going to be wrapping up a project. Some of you are maybe leaving a job as well. And for some of you, a health issue really gets closed. I think not just the health issue closing bit, but I think you are going to be finally taking some action, and you're going to be doing something about your health. It has to do with a change of diet, and this is a time where you'll sort of finally say that, okay, now I need to be doing this. Enough of sitting and planning and thinking, or maybe doing things sporadically. The full moon is because it's a highly emotional moon, and it's speaking about closure, it's speaking about fruition, it speaks about also a work, and even can be a relationship as well, which is coming to an end for some of you. And this entire month, Aries, it's a month of letting go. That's what this entire Aquarian energy is about. And this Aquarian energy is really across all zodiacs. But per se for you, because your work sector and your house of self is getting really affected, it's highly recommended that you just literally just give up on things that you can't change. That's really the key message for you, that go with the flow, go with the tide, try not to sort of get too upset about the things that you can't change, and stay gracious under pressure. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Aries. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.